What is going down, everybody? It's Unbeatable Jacob. Wanted to make a quick video just to kind of clear the air on a few things. So, in case you guys have been living under a rock, something pretty strange and different happened today in my team, and that is the fact that we actually got celebrity cards. So, in case you guys haven't heard, we got a Ruby Quavo in the game, a Ruby the Game in the game, and a Ruby Ronnie 2K, wherever he's at. I haven't got him yet. Not sure if I will. But let's take a few steps back here and go back to last night on Twitter. So, before we get into too much about what I said on Twitter and anything like that, I just kind of want to, take a few steps back to yesterday. And that's when Ronnie tweeted saying, so I know I've been tweeting about WWE a lot lately, but what if I told you I had a huge dream coming to 2K tomorrow? So that kind of got everybody's hopes up for a couple different reasons that we'd be getting something pretty sweet, because last year on this exact day, the Wednesday before All-Star Weekend, we did get our first batch of Spotlight Sims. And it's just pretty out of the ordinary for Ronnie to tweet anything about 2K related stuff right now during, all this WWE rollout. And he doesn't tweet that much about 2K My Team in general. He also shared this tweet to his personal My Team Discord, so we knew that it was going to be something My Team related. Now, shortly after I woke up this morning, we actually ended up getting a tweet from My Team that kind of confirmed what everyone's been talking about, but no one really saw it coming, right? They tweeted that we'd be getting these 3 cards, which are celebrity cards in My Team. Right after that, I ended up tweeting a couple different opinions that I mostly still kind of, hold true by. And, that was me saying here, this is a turning point for the game, and I don't think I'm a fan. I'm not entirely sure if it's a turning point, but it definitely is a day that people will remember when looking back on My Team regardless, because it's the first time we've had celebrity cards, right? And I don't think I'm a fan. I still don't think I'm a fan. And then I tweeted out saying, I understand realism was thrown out of the window on My Team many moons ago, but I'm unjustifiably mad about celebrity cards. These ones won't make an impact in the grand scheme, but I don't see myself playing the game when there's a base 3 Dark Matter Drake. Lame. Now, this was true. I was mad then. You guys, the people on Twitter, don't know me. A lot of you guys who are watching this probably know me. There's only a certain amount of, care I have for this game. And anybody who's, watched my stream for a decently long period of time knows that. I don't let this game affect how I feel outside of the game. And I definitely don't let content affect it, right? If you guys don't know, I always tweet, even when I don't like the content, all I do is just tweet out not every content drop's going to be your favorite content drop, because that's truthfully how I feel. Content is a very small portion of what I think makes up a good My Team game mode, with the bigger portion being the gameplay. So I don't really trip about the content anyway. But nevertheless, I felt like these celebrity cards are kind of unnecessary for a couple different reasons. For one, I tweeted out here saying Ronnie 2K has a higher rated card than #1 overall pick Cade Cunningham. He's my favorite card, or my favorite player in the league right now. I'm a Pistons fan. And y'all telling me to loosen up and have some fun. Because, there's a whole bunch of people I mentioned saying stuff like that. But surprisingly, a lot of people agree with what I'm saying. I don't like celebrity culture, never have. Dudes be showing more love to celebrities than their own friends and family. Need real role models. So this last part, maybe a little unnecessary. And I couldn't explain myself further because this is Mac's character on Twitter. But I do agree with that for the most part. I think that in the Western culture, people are a little bit too obsessive about their favorite celebrities and things like that. I mean, we could go on about it for days. Everyone's talking about the Kanye and Pete Davidson beef, and those people will never know who I am. They'll never know who you are, So I don't think that it's the worst thing in the world. I'm not trying to sit here trying to say society's terrible because My Team cards are coming out of celebrities. I'm just saying what I feel. It's that simple, and I agree with that 110%. I mean, if that's what you like to do, if you like to sit around with your friends and talk about celebrities, artists, musicians, athletes, sure, go ahead, And I did see someone reply well, you idolize NBA players and it's the same thing, but I don't, and that's the thing. The whole Cade Cunningham, Ben Wallace thing. Like I kind of jazz it up for stream to make conversation, you know. It makes things fun, you know, when y'all can come in stream and saying K's a bust and I can say K's gonna be the next GOAT. It makes things fun, you know, for my stream and stuff like that. But I don't idolize them people, and you know, I never have. Even when I was younger, I looked up to the people who were, you know, playing basketball at my like local high school and at like my local college and things like that, you know. Like those are the people that I looked up to because I could talk to them, I could ask them questions, and I had a friendship or relationship with those people, you know. I don't, you know, that's a whole different topic though, you know, it's a whole different topic. And then I just tweeted out more players that Ronnie 2K has a higher rated card than Cade Cunningham. You know, these are all my Pistons players, right? Because that is like where I do feel like it's just kind of like unnecessary, because we have a hard time getting certain cards in the game sometimes. And when they do come out, sometimes they're not even done up right, like my boy Brandon Jennings. You know, you take my favorite 3 players from my eras, right? When I was first growing up, Ben Wallace, and then it was Brandon Jennings, and then it was Cade Cunningham. Those have been like my 3 favorite players. Like, I don't even know who my favorite player over the past 4 or 5 years is. I don't really have one because the Pistons have kind of stunk. But none of them have a playable card. But we're getting these Ronnies and we're getting these Quavos, and, you know, I just have no appeal for them. It's that simple. I'm not upset about it, but I just don't like it. You know, it's that simple. Then I just tweet it out, you know, every time disagree with something 2K people in my mentions talking about crying about the video games, because that's what happens, right? Like, I bet you I can click on my notification tab right now and see somebody saying something stupid. Alright, I already seen everything. It's kind of died down, but people are on my mentions saying like, why are you so mad, this and that, and like, I'm not mad. I'm equally as mad as what you guys are when y'all don't get your favorite cards. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's nothing to it. Like, I really don't trip about it. Like, that's one thing, but it does get annoying when people are in my messages talking about this and that. Like, you know, I'm more mad about like people telling me, bro, relax, than I'm about the actual thing. Especially when it's like, you know, a lot of people agree with me. Like, these tweets got a lot of likes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can have fun with the game, and I get that. People are gonna say, oh, it's a video game, this and that, but that's the point. It's a video game. I could have an opinion on the video game too. Like, that's the point. You know what I mean? We're not debating like a mathematical equation over here. We're debating what makes a video game good. And I think NBA 2K should have NBA players in it. Is that a crazy opinion? I don't know. I don't think so. Like, you know what I mean? It's not that deep. It's not. And that's what y'all are telling me. It's not that deep. Like, I agree. It's not that deep. That's why I'm just going to speak my opinion on it and just move on with my day. Like, it's not that deep at all. Like, it's really not. Especially since these cards can't be used online. Even if they could, it doesn't matter. Like, not these cards anyways. You know what I'm saying? If we got like a Dark Matter Drake, and that's what I don't like about it. It's not these 3 cards. You know what I mean? It's not these 3 cards. It's that I think 2K eventually might find that a Dark Matter Justin Bieber with base 3 sells more packs than a Dark Matter Cade Cunningham. And then all of a sudden, when maybe if that does happen, you know, maybe if that is the case, maybe we just start getting a hell of celebrities off the jump. And I wouldn't enjoy the game as much. I just wouldn't. Because I don't, you know what I mean? I don't care about these celebrities. I don't. Like, y'all might think that it's funny or something like that, but I don't care about like most of these celebrities. Like, I just don't. It's that simple. Like, there's a few like artists and stuff like that I like to support, you know, and stuff like that. But like, let's say like one of my favorite artists, like Kid Cudi. Like, I have no want to take Kid Cudi into a game of my team. Like, that's just not what I want to do when I get on my team. I want to hoop with basketball players. I know it's crazy. Like, if y'all really want to hoop with a Quavo, go make Quavo in the park. Like, go make Quavo and play now. I don't know, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not cool to me. And that's what I'm saying. It's a video game. Like, I'm allowed to have an opinion on the video game, right? Because y'all got one, so I'm allowed to have one, right? That's that simple. And, you know, I just don't even... Here's the thing, right? Here's what it all comes down to. I don't fuck with any of the 3 celebrities that got dropped today. And I definitely won't fuck with the celebrities they drop if they're better than this. You know what I mean? So, like, Quavo, no attachment to whatsoever. I thought when the Migos first came out in like 2014, that shit was sweet when it was all Hannah Montana. Like, that shit was cool. Once like Bad and Bougie and start coming out, like, I kind of felt like they tailored their sound for the mainstream, and obviously it worked for them career-wise, but I ain't fucking listened to it. And then like the game, I got like 4 songs that ever were popping at all, and they were all carried by features. And Ronnie's just Ronnie, you know? So like, I don't care about any of these 3 celebrities. I don't find any of it interesting. and then like it opens the door for other quote unquote celebrities to get in the game, and then it opens the door for other stuff like creator cards, which like is cool, but the trade-off isn't worth what you gain. We start giving creator cards out in the community, we're gonna see a lot of dudes straighten up their act, or whatever it might be, and not speak about how they feel about the game. And that's fine too. If that's what y'all want to do, that's fine too. It's just a video game. I have my opinions on it. You can have your opinions on it. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna sleep tight at night knowing that it's just my team. It's just my team. I'll still continue to make content on this game and stream this game until I don't feel like I want to. And I said right off the rip in like one of his first tweets, I'm not saying like, I was in one of these replies, I probably replied to a dozen people at least, but I said right off rip, like, I'm not saying I'm retiring or anything like that. I'm just saying I don't like the idea of celebrities in the game. It's that simple. And I think that above all, I think it was just like this part of the tweet that people really started to feel some sort of way about, where I said I don't like celebrities and never have, because be showing more love to celebrities in their own family. Because sometimes that is true. Whether you want to admit it or not, it's true. We all know somebody like that. If you don't, you're lying. You know somebody like that who, that's why people get starstruck and stuff like that. When they meet their celebrities and stuff, they, you know what I mean? They get starstruck, things like that. So yeah, just kind of want to make a video on this because, shit, it's kind of the talk of the day. Ain't nothing else in my team to talk about right at the moment that I know of. I know they're doing a little giveaway for like people who can do the best dunks on Ronnie. So, if y'all want to enter that, go crazy. And yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one, man.